you're gonna like this picture.
Love That Bob. Starring Bob Cummings.
Hi. You're home early.
Yeah, I promised Chuck that I'd start his flying lessons today.
Flying lessons?
Yeah, where
He's only 17 years old.
I was flying when I was 15.
Well, you did a lot of things when you were 15.
Oh. Yeah, I wonder how I ever found time to learn to fly.
I don't know, but my boy is staying on
now,
the
Margaret,
ground.
look, this is the air age. All kids should learn to fly. I can teach you.
No, thank you, Peter Pan. Where are you taking that?
What? Oh, back to the dealers. Yeah. You don't want a modern contraption like this around. I'll get you a spinning wheel. That would be...
Ha!
Store-bought butter? Oh, you mean you don't churn your own?
Oh, you're so funny.
You don't milk your own cow, Grandma? Horrors. Oh, you're not even wearing a bustle. Or are you?
Why am I caught with a butter knife?
But one of these days, you ought to drive into town and see what's going on. Why don't you get yourself a horse and buggy?
Why don't you get lost in the sky with one of your models?
Look, don't think I couldn't be doing that right now. But I elected to forego the pleasure so that your son won't become old-fashioned, like his mother.
Oh, I'll bet he's an object of ridicule. All the other children point and they say, there's Chuck McDonald. He can't fly.
Why do you want to hold him back? He'll learn to fly in Air National Guard anyway.
That'll be 2 or 3 years from now, and he's regular Air Force instructors.
But, honey, for your information, I was a regular Air Force instructor.
In what?
In airplanes! And a lot of the boys I taught went right out and made aces of themselves. Well, ask General Shoup.
Look, I don't want to make a federal case of this. I just think Chuck should wait.
All right, but you're going to be the one to tell him, not me. You're going to be the one to break his heart, not me.
All right, I'll tell him.
You bet you are. I'm not going to shatter the dreams of a sensitive boy like Chuck. You are.
Okay, I am.
You bet you are. Don't be surprised if it scars him for life. A boy like... Margaret? Chuck's greatest ambition, his dream, is to have me teach him to fly. But go ahead, frustrate him, bring his world crashing down around his head. It's things like this that fill the psychiatrist couches of our country.
Oh,
2 or 3 years from now, some Air Force head shrinker will say, Chuck, why do you hate your mother? You'll say,
because you didn't have my dinner ready when I got home from school half-starved.
All right, but remember, you're going to...
I'll be the one to tell him.
You bet you are. I'm...
So long, Jimmy. See you tomorrow. Hi, Uncle Bob.
Hi there, Chuck.
Hey, Mom, is dinner ready? I'm half starved.
Sorry, Chuck, but I'm afraid it won't be ready for an hour or so.
Oh, gee.
Oh, Chuck, your mother has some other news for you.
What is it, Mom?
Chuck, your Uncle Bob wanted to start giving you flying lessons today, but I think you should wait.
Okay, Mom.
I don't hear any hearts breaking, worlds crashing. Didn't even hear one little dream shatter.
Margaret, I've seen a man stop a .45 caliber slug and then walk 50 yards before he dropped. Delayed shock. Just wait till his mind comprehends the full impact of what you said.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, suppose we get on...
Mom, I can't wait. Gee, can't I at least have a peanut butter sandwich to tide me over? is at 215 miles an hour. And it's got safety landing
Where
gear.
are you going?
Up to my room, Mom.
Chuck's gonna show me a model of his Uncle Bob's new airplane.
Oh, when you go past his door, be quiet. He's still asleep. He was up very high late last night.
Okay, Mom.
Gotcha. Is your Uncle Bob teaching you to fly?
Oh, not yet. I can't even think of that till I get my grades up.
Hey. Wow.
Yeah, it's a Beechcraft Super 18.
How many will it hold?
Uncle Bob and 7 of his models.
Boy, girls really flip over him, don't they?
Well, can you blame him? He's tall, dark, handsome.
I'd settle for tall.
Do you know they used his picture on a whack recruiting poster?
No kidding.
Yeah, it said, Uncle Bob wants you.
I can see why so many girls joined up. What a handsome devil.
They had to keep moving him around to keep the other fellows from getting discouraged. And on top of that, what a flyer.
Yeah, well, did I ever tell you about my cousin who's a crop duster?
A crop duster?
Don't say it like that. They fly about that close to the ground. It takes plenty of nerve.
You ought to hear the stories they tell about him when he was in the Air Force. I'd love to. He had girls at every air base from Kansas to Korea. Wow. Listen, Jimmy, my Uncle Bob's only the greatest pilot that ever lived. Oh, now slow down a little. Did I ever tell you about the time he landed a burning plane in a French farmyard and pulled his buddies out with 2 broken arms?
No, tell me about it.
Well, he landed a burning plane in a French farmyard and pulled his buddies out with 2 broken arms.
Come to think of it, I did hear that before.
General Shoup says that Uncle Bob has the eyes of a hawk, the cunning of a fox, and the daring of a wolf. And that makes him a perfect pilot. Oh, I could tell you a million stories about him. Why, one time when he was... Shh, we better keep quiet. I bet we woke him up. Hey, that's right. Well, one time when he was flying a mission over Germany to get aerial photographs of anti-aircraft gun emplacements. So there he was, out of ammunition and right in the middle of a whole nest of German fighter planes.
What did he do?
What did he do? I'll tell you what he did. He took his plane up to about 30,000 feet and let it off. He had this one German coming in slow on his tail and another one coming around on his nose. Just as he got to about 30,000 feet, he leveled his plane off and just banked over to the right. And these 2 German planes were just heading toward each other. And as they did, the one wing of the one German plane caught the other one, and they smashed in midair. And Uncle Bob just flew his plane off, and...
I thought I told you boys to be quiet up here. It's time you left for school anyway. Now, scat.
Honey, for heaven's sake, we'll have to do that.
What were Chuck and Jimmy talking about that had you so intrigued?
Oh, thanks, honey. Oh, well, you know, the old hero worship routine. Chuck was telling Jimmy... Margaret, it just came to me. I know why Chuck doesn't want me to teach him to fly now. He's afraid.
He is not. He's been up in planes a dozen times.
Honey, I don't mean that.
Really?
I mean, he's afraid he can't live up to me, can't ever be the flyer that I am. That's it.
Oh, come now, General Doolittle. That's such a modest theory.
Margaret, I don't mean that I think I'm the greatest. For heaven's sake. Did you ever hear what General Shoup said about me?
I'm the one he said it to.
Well, then.
He said you had the eyes of a hawk,
Right.
the cunning of a fox,
Right.
the daring of a pilot, which made you a perfect wolf.
He's just jealous because they used my picture on the whack recruiting poster. Oh, poor Chuck. This fear of not being able to follow in my footsteps could ruin his whole life.
Oh, Bob, that's not it. I talked to him last
Well, there's
night.
something
He just doesn't want to take the time for flying now because he's worried about his first
like
term
this
grades.
before. There was
You're
a
not-
kid in college. His father was an All-American. This boy was absolutely petrified to go near a football field.
It's his schoolwork. You're not listening to me. His student counselor is coming over here, but...
Hey, if I could find some way to tear myself down, if I could just chip away at the pedestal that he's got...
Bob,
That's...
listen, you're not with me.
This'll do it.
Bob. Oh, what's the use?
Harv? Bob. Harv, look, I've got a little problem with Chuck.
Mrs. McDonald? Yes. Oh, are you Chuck's student counselor?
Laura Hayden.
Oh, nice to meet you. Won't you come in the living room?
Thank you.
Attaboy, Harv. You haven't changed. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Now, we'll meet at my office right away. Well, look, can't your wife do the breakfast dishes? Hold it just a second. What is it, Margaret?
Bob, when you finish, would you come in and talk to Chuck's student counselor with me?
Margaret, that is such a waste of time. Chuck's problem is emotional. It's not scholastic.
Oh, all right.
Harv, now look, this is an emergency. And it... Harvey, do the dishes. I'll meet you at the office later. Oh, hello. Well, this is indeed a long-awaited pleasure. I've been looking forward to meeting my nephew's student counselor, discussing his scholastic problem.
Miss Hayden, this is my brother, Bob Collins.
How do you do?
How do you do? Yeah, Margaret more or less leaves these problems up to me, even though I am only Chuck's uncle, and single at that. Single. Because she realizes that I have the qualifications to handle a situation such as you. This.
True. He has the eyes of a hawk, the cunning of a fox,
Would you
the
like
daring
some
of...
coffee? I'll bet you Miss Hayden would like some coffee, Margaret. Yes, in my opinion, Chuck's scholastic difficulties are brought about by an emotional problem.
Well, as a psychology major, perhaps I can be of help in that, too.
You majored in psychology?
Yes.
Well, how fortunate. Why, we must get together tonight and analyze Chuck. In absentia, of course. You have a couch, I presume.
Mr. Collins.
Yeah.
Why do you feel so insecure?
Sorry.
Insecure? Me?
Yes, it's clearly evidenced in your constant effort to assert your masculinity.
Now, just a minute, Miss Hayden.
Basically, I think it's a feeling of inadequacy, prompted by the realization that he's reached this age and he still isn't married.
Oh, brother, that's a laugh.
Has he evidenced any signs of age regression?
Yes, come to think of it, he has. Only last evening he wanted to replace the television set with a spinning wheel. Seemed to be upset because I didn't churn my own butter, milk my own cow.
Very interesting. Did he live on a farm as a child?
Yes, he did, with his grandmother and grandfather. Oh, I almost forgot. He thought I should wear a bustle.
A clear-cut case of involuntary age regression. He seeks the security of childhood when he was sheltered and protected by his grandmother.
Ah.
And in his troubled mind, you have become his grandmother's image.
Oh?
Has he shown any other signs of childishness? For example,
No, he's never done that.
Well, what about,
I don't think so. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm afraid I've carried this joke a little too far, Miss Hayden. See, I was trying to get back at him for a rib he gave me last night. As a matter of fact, he's really a very mature and sophisticated man. You'd never find him. Well, he's one of the most...
Bye, Grandma.
Hi, Bobby. Schultz.
Hi.
Sorry I couldn't get here any sooner. Now, what's all this problem with Chuck?
Schultz, stay. Will you please? I want you to hear this. Sit there, will you, Harv? Harv, you know how Chuck sort of hero worships me, pictures me as his idol?
Yeah.
Harv, we've got to destroy that picture before it destroys Chuck.
What do you mean?
I was going to take him up for his first flying lesson last night, and the poor kid backed out on me.
Well, why?
Well, he's afraid he can't live up to my reputation.
Oh. Frankly, Bob, I don't think he can. Chuck's taking a pre-med course. He just won't have time to meet that many girls.
Look, when a... Well, that's not the reputation I meant. Look, I mean, he's heard so many stories, like, well, when I pulled you and Sid out of the burning plane with 2 broken arms.
Bobby, wait a minute. Sid and I pulled you out.
Yeah, that's what I want you to do, to start the story, see, for Chuck's benefit. That's only just leave out the part about the 2 broken arms.
But it's true. Sid had one, I had one, but together we pulled you out.
Don't you have some work to do?
You wanted me to hear this.
Well, you've heard it, now forget it.
Oui, mon capitaine.
Well, anyway, Harv, those are the kind of lies that I want Chuck to hear. Now, I'll pick you up at your house tonight right after you've washed the dinner dishes.
And I do not wash the dinner dishes.
Oh, you dry, huh?
Why not dry?
Good night. See you, Tiger. Goodbye. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Look, Miss Freud, if you've come for a ride on the handlebars, that was all just a gag. And
Yes, I know that, Mr. Collins. Your sister explained everything. And I've come to apologize for my hasty analysis.
Won't you come in?
Thank you.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you again.
Oh, my. So you're Chuck's student counselor, huh?
Yes, I'm doing postgraduate work at the university.
Oh, say, if you're still worried about Chuck's emotional problem, forget it. Because I got that solved.
Oh, what was it?
You see, I happen to be a pilot.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, pilots just fascinate me. They're so daring.
Well, not really. I get so used to flying my plane. When
You have your own plane?
Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, I just bought a new one.
Oh, how wonderful.
You like flying, huh?
Oh, I love it.
You like flying at night?
Oh, yes, the lights just thrill me.
You like flying high at night?
Oh, yes, the higher, the more exciting.
Yeah. Say, you wouldn't by any chance be free tonight around 8 or 8:30, would you?
Why, I should be through just about then.
Would you like to go flying with me?
No, thank you.
What are you afraid of? You'll be just as safe as you are sitting here on this couch.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm afraid of.
Look, now, wait a minute.
Oh, Mr. Collins, I've decided to revise my analysis of you. I now feel quite certain that your syndrome is indicative of a neurotic tendency to employ a decided confabulation opportune in the gratification of your dominant male psychosis. Good day.
Boss, what did she call you?
Same old thing, a wolf. Give me time, Schultz. Just give me time.
I think this is so nice of you, Miss Hayden.
Oh, I'm glad to do it. I think your son is a student of exceptional promise.
Well,
Here's my chemistry paper, Miss Hayden. My English is here somewhere, and my math is downstairs.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll get back to my dishes. I'll see you later.
Okay. Now, Harv, look. This is your chance to let that bad memory of yours run rampant. Tear me to pieces. Give me... Oh, hi. Margaret, hi.
Hello, Harv. How's Ruthie?
Fine, thank you. Just fine.
Oh, Margaret, is Chuck upstairs in his room?
Yes, but he's busy with his schoolwork.
Oh, yeah, we won't disturb him. Harv, you know the reason I brought you up here? I wouldn't want anyone else to hear what you were just saying. Especially Chuck.
I can understand how you feel, Bobby. After all, Chuck thinks you're a hero.
Yes, Harv. As my co-pilot, you're the only man in this world that really knows the truth about me.
The co-pilot, I did all the flying. The minute we got over 5,000 feet, you chickened out.
Well, Harv, I couldn't help it. I'd lose control. My hands would shake. My acrophobia.
You and your big reputation. Chuck will make a better pilot than you ever thought of being.
That's right, Harv. The kid's got the stuff, the real stuff.
Let's face it, Bobby. You've got a yellow streak down your back. But for all those medals you won, they should really be mine. After all, I did all the flying for you. You're chicken, Bob. Chicken, chicken.
What's the matter with you anyway? For 2 hours.
Hi, Uncle Bob.
Hi,
Mr.
Chuck.
Allen.
Hi.
Chuck.
We went over and over this. I explained it to you. We rehearsed.
Yes, Uncle Bob?
Chuck, I thought you were up in your room.
No, Miss Hayden's in there, going over my papers.
Oh, great. And you had to ad-lib.
Look, will you drop me at my house?
Yes. From 5,000 feet. Wait in the car.
Gee.
Uncle Bob?
Yes, Chuck.
Is something wrong?
Yes, Chuck. I made a mistake this morning.
What was
I got out of bed.
Chuck, your papers were very good. I left them on your desk with my comments.
Gee, thanks a lot, Miss Hayden.
Mr. Collins, I couldn't help overhearing what you and your friend said.
Now, look here, Miss Hayden. If you could see your way clear, maybe to help me. Yeah.
How?
Well, I got a problem.
Oh?
Well, what does the altimeter say now, Laura?
Almost 5,000 feet.
Oh, let's go back down to Earth.
No, Bob. You've got to conquer this.
Yeah, but what if I lose control?
Now, I'm right here with you.
But my
We're going to continue climbing.
We are?
Gradually, we're going to 15,000 feet.
15,000?
Promise you won't be afraid.
All right. I promise.
Helm was played by King Donovan, Jimmy Lloyd by Jeff Silver, Laura Hayden by Marcia Henderson. This is Bill Baldwin speaking.